Question number 8, Jacinda Arden.
Thank you, Mr Speaker. My question is to the Minister of Social Development and asks, does she stand by her statement in December last year in relation to child poverty that the government is, quote, working on a comprehensive plan and it is shaping up to be a really big piece of work, end quote? If so, will that big piece of work be in Budget 2015?
Honourable Anne Tolley.
Mr Speaker, yes, and the member will have to wait until tomorrow.
Supplementary.
Supplementary question. Jacinda Arden.
Supplementary to the Minister. How many times have ministers met to discuss the child poverty plans in the 2015 budget, given in December she claimed they were meeting weekly?
Honourable Anne Tolley.
Heaps.
How arrogant.
Supplementary question, Jacinda Arden.
Supplementary to the Minister. Given she has called children living in hardship, quote, a priority, on what date did Cabinet consider what she referred to as, quote, a comprehensive plan for this year's budget?
Mr Speaker.
Honourable Anne Tolley.
The member will have to wait until tomorrow.
Point of order.
Point of order.
Mr Speaker, I asked nothing about the content of the announcement. This was a question around process.
Order.
I asked on what date Cabinet met to discuss that plan.
The way forward, I think I'll allow the member to ask the question again. Member can ask that question again.
Mr Speaker. Given she has called children living in hardship, quote, a priority, on what date did Cabinet consider what she referred to as her, quote, comprehensive plan for this year's budget?
Honourable Anne Tolley.
Mr Speaker, the member will have to wait until Budget 15 is announced.
Oh, Mr Speaker, point of order.
Well, which one?
I'll let Jacinda go first.
Okay.
Mr Speaker, same point of order that I raised initially. The question to the Minister was on what date did Cabinet meet to discuss that plan?
It wasn't. The question also included, given it's a priority, and the members then, ministers taking the opportunity to refer to that part in the answer and decided that that's something that can wait and be announced tomorrow in the budget.
Point of order, Mr Speaker.
Point of order, Jacinda Arden.
My reference to it being a priority was simply to highlight the fact you'd assume should know the date if it was so important.
That's the point. As soon as the member puts that into the question, it gives the minister the chance to address that part of the question.
Point of order. Point of order, Mr Speaker.
Point of order, Chris Hipkins.
Mr Speaker, the Speaker's rulings and standing orders only provide one out for ministers, and that is to say that giving an answer is not in the public interest. The budget does not actually provide an out. If the ministers are indicating it's not in the public interest, they should say so. But somebody saying wait until a certain date isn't an answer.
Order. I've been in this House on many occasions in the week leading up to a budget, and many ministers of finance. I can think of one called Dr Michael Cullen, who on many occasions, to many questions asked by an opposition, said you'll have to wait until the budget's delivered. Supplementary question, Jacinda Arden.
Supplementary to the Minister. Which ministers have been meeting weekly with the Prime Minister, who she stated 6 months ago was the one, quote, leading a big piece of work right across government aimed to address those thousands and thousands of children who are experiencing hardship, end quote?
Honourable
Mr
Anne Tolley.
Speaker, without doubt, all members of this government's cabinet and caucus are focused on getting the very best outcomes for New Zealand's children.
Point of order. Point of order.
Point of order. Point of order, Jacinda Arden.
Mr Speaker, again, it was a very explicit question. The question was, which ministers were meeting weekly on the piece of work specifically on child poverty that she said the PM was leading?
And the answer in addressing the question that I heard was all ministers. Question
supplementary.
Order. I'll just wait for supplementary question, Jacinda.
Supplementary to the Minister. Will the families of the hundreds and thousands of children living in poverty feel like the priority she called them tomorrow, or is she a member of a government more inclined to spend money on a flag than children?
Honourable Anne Tolley.
Mr Speaker, instead of making speeches, can I say to the member she will have to wait until tomorrow?
Question number 9.